In the middle of World War II, the United States Navy was racing to build ships fast enough to meet the demands of a global war. Every day, the ocean became a battlefield of unprecedented scale, and the Navy needed vessels that could support landings, protect fleets, and deliver devastating firepower. Among the ships built during this era was USS Boston, designated California 69, a heavy cruiser that would become one of the most decorated and respected warships of the war. USS Boston was part of the Cleveland-class cruisers, a group designed to be fast, powerful, and versatile. Laid down in 1941 and commissioned in 1943, Boston entered service at a time when the Pacific War was reaching its most intense phase. The ship was built to deliver heavy artillery support, protect aircraft carriers, and engage enemy warships if needed. Her role was clear: to bring firepower and resilience to the front lines of a brutal conflict. From the moment she joined the fleet, USS Boston was thrown into the heart of the war. She participated in some of the most significant naval operations of the Pacific Campaign. Her guns supported amphibious landings, bombarded enemy positions, and helped to protect carrier task forces from surface threats. Every mission was dangerous, and every battle demanded precision, courage, and teamwork. One of the earliest major actions involving USS Boston was the Battle of the Philippine Sea. This battle was one of the largest carrier engagements in history, and it marked a turning point in the Pacific War. USS Boston served as part of the protective screen around aircraft carriers, helping to defend them from enemy attacks. While the main combat was carried out by aircraft, the presence of cruisers like Boston was essential for protection and support. The ship's anti-aircraft firepower helped to defend the fleet against Japanese air attacks, contributing to a decisive American victory. As the war continued, USS Boston became known for her powerful shore bombardments. Her 6-inch and 5-inch guns were used to destroy enemy fortifications, supply areas, and artillery positions on islands across the Pacific. The ship's firepower was especially valuable during amphibious assaults, where accurate and sustained naval gunfire could soften enemy defenses before troops landed. For many soldiers, the support from ships like Boston made the difference between life and death. Boston also took part in the invasion of the Philippines, one of the largest and most difficult campaigns of the war. The battles were fierce, and the enemy was determined to resist. USS Boston provided vital support by bombarding shore positions and defending the fleet from air attacks. The ship's crew endured long hours and constant danger, but they remained focused on their mission. The work of Boston and other ships helped to ensure that American forces could advance and reclaim territory from the Japanese. In 1945, as the war approached its final stages, USS Boston participated in the Battle for Okinawa, one of the bloodiest campaigns of the Pacific War. Okinawa was crucial because it provided a base close to Japan, and capturing it was seen as a key step toward ending the war. The battle was marked by intense kamikaze attacks, with Japanese aircraft sacrificing themselves to destroy Allied ships. USS Boston faced this threat directly, and her crew had to remain constantly alert. The ship's anti-aircraft guns fired relentlessly, protecting the fleet and saving countless lives. During the Okinawa campaign, Boston's resilience and power were tested to the limit. The ship's crew worked in extremely dangerous conditions, often under continuous attack. Yet despite the chaos, Boston remained steady, delivering firepower and defense whenever needed. Her performance during Okinawa became a symbol of the determination and strength of the U.S. Navy in the final push toward victory. After the end of World War II, USS Boston continued to serve, but the world had changed. The Navy began shifting its focus toward new threats and new technologies. In the early 1950s, during the Cold War, Boston was selected for a major conversion. This transformation would change her role completely and turn her into one of the first guided missile cruisers in the world. During the conversion, USS Boston's heavy guns were removed, and she was fitted with modern missile systems and advanced radar equipment. This conversion reflected the new reality of naval warfare, where missiles and electronic warfare were becoming more important than traditional gun battles. Boston was recommissioned as a guided missile cruiser, designated CG-10, and she entered a new era of service. As a missile cruiser, USS Boston became a powerful air defense platform. Her missile systems were designed to protect carrier groups and other naval forces from enemy aircraft and missiles. This role was especially important during the Cold War, when the threat of Soviet aircraft and missiles was a constant concern. Boston's conversion made her one of the most advanced ships in the fleet, and she played a key role in modern naval strategy. Throughout the Cold War, USS Boston served in many operations and exercises around the world. She sailed in the Atlantic and Mediterranean, showing American strength and supporting allies. Her presence helped to deter potential conflicts and ensured that the U.S. Navy remained a dominant force on the seas. Boston also participated in NATO exercises, working closely with other allied navies to maintain readiness and cooperation. During the Vietnam War, USS Boston once again saw combat. Although her role was different from World War II, she still played a vital part in supporting American forces. As part of naval task forces, Boston provided air defense and protection for carrier groups operating in the region. Her advanced radar and missile systems helped to keep the fleet safe from enemy threats, ensuring that air operations could continue without interruption. USS Boston's service continued through the 1960s and 1970s, but as technology advanced, newer ships began to replace older cruisers. Eventually, Boston was decommissioned, ending her long and distinguished career. Her legacy, however, remained strong. She was one of the few ships to serve in both World War II and the Cold War, adapting to new threats and evolving technologies. USS Boston's story is one of transformation and endurance. From her beginnings as a powerful World War II heavy cruiser to her rebirth as a guided missile cruiser, she represented the changing face of naval warfare. Her crew's courage and dedication ensured that she remained a symbol of American naval strength for decades. The ship may no longer sail the seas, but the legacy of USS Boston lives on in the history of naval warfare. She represents a time of great change, when the world moved from gun battles to missile warfare, and she remains one of the most important ships in American naval history.